exothermic reaction. Give the example. An exothermic reaction is a chemical reaction that releases energy, usually in the form of heat, into the surroundings. This means the products of the reaction have less energy than the reactants, and excess energy is released as heat. For example, burning of wood or natural gas, neutralization reaction, and respiration. The combustion of methane, that is natural gas, is an exothermic reaction. For chemical equation, methane, that is CH4 plus oxygen, that is the presence of air, 2O2 from carbon dioxide and water and heat. Respiration, the process by which living organisms produce energy, is also exothermic, that is releasing heat as glucose react with oxygen. Show the picture. This is the exothermic process: evaporation of water, baking bread, frying egg, photosynthesis. Okay, this is the example of exothermic reaction. Thank you. What is endothermic reaction? Give the example. An endothermic reaction is a chemical reaction that absorbs energy from its surroundings, typically in the form of heat. This means the reaction needed an input of energy to proceed, causing a decrease in the temperature of the surrounding environment. Okay, for example, melting ice, that is, the ice absorbs heat from its surroundings to melt into liquid water. Others example, decomposition of limestone, that is calcium carbonate. Heating limestone, that is calcium carbonate CaCO3, to produce lime, that is calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. It is an endothermic reaction process, that is it is others type the thermal decomposition reaction. For the chemical equation, calcium carbonate CaCO3 applied heat from lime, that is calcium oxide CaO solid and carbon dioxide CO2 gas. Okay, thank you. What is electrochemical reaction? Give the example. The reactions which proceed when electric energy is absorbed by the reactant molecules are known as electrochemical reactions. For example, electrochemical reaction equation, that is the acidified water breaks into hydrogen, that is H2, and oxygen O2. Chemical equation, that is 2H2O absorbs electric current from hydrogen 2H2O and oxygen O2. Thank you, my dear viewers. Okay. Now discuss what is photochemical reaction. Okay, give the example. The chemical reactions that take place only when light energy is absorbed by the reactant molecules are called photochemical reaction. For example, photosynthesis. Okay, this is the types of photochemical reaction. Carbon dioxide react with water at the presence of light and chlorophyll from glucose and oxygen. The chemical equation, that is carbon dioxide 6CO2 plus water molecule 6H2O at the presence of light and chlorophyll, glucose formed, that is C6H12O6, and oxygen 6O2. Okay, it is the appropriate photochemical reaction. This is the photosynthesis. Okay, thank you, my dear viewers. My dear viewers, now discuss what is neutralization reaction. Give the example. The neutralization reaction, that is the reaction in which an acid react with a base to form salt and water is called neutralization reaction. That is, acid react with base, form salt and water. For example, the reaction between hydrochloric acid, that is HCl, and sodium hydroxide, that is base NaOH, which formed sodium chloride, that is table salt NaCl, and water H2O. The chemical equation HCl plus NaOH form table salt, that is sodium chloride NaCl, and water H2O. Thank you. My dear viewers, now discuss what is thermal decomposition reaction. Give the example. A thermal decomposition reaction is a chemical process where a single substance breaks down into two or more simpler substances when heated. Now, when chemical part, that is the chemical reaction, calcium carbonate, that is limestone calcium carbonate CaCO3 is heated, it breaks down into calcium oxide, that is lime calcium oxide CaO, and carbon dioxide, that is CO2. That is the chemical equation: calcium carbonate CaCO3 solid part, applied heat form lime calcium oxide CaO solid, and gas carbon dioxide CO2 gas. Okay, thank you. My dear viewers, now discuss what is precipitation reaction. Give the example. A precipitation reaction is a chemical reaction that occurs in a solution where two soluble ionic compounds react to form a new substance, insoluble compound known as a precipitate. This precipitate is a solid that separates from the solution. An example: this is reaction between silver nitrate, that is AgNO3, and sodium chloride NaCl. That is the equation, chemical equation: AgNO3 silver nitrate sodium chloride NaCl form white color precipitate AgCl, that is silver chloride and sodium nitrate. This example, the insoluble silver chloride AgCl solid form as a white precipitate. Thank you, my dear viewers.